I think the way our industry is moving and how fast shoppers are changing, it's important to be on the leading edge of data analytics and where that is going.
I think Analytics Unite event becomes very valuable to us because the significance of data and analytics is only increasing. I feel like data and analytics overall give superpower to various corporations as they are trying to garner business insights from the data. And I feel like this is a place where there is meeting of minds. Various people, just like you and I, who are working in the space of data and analytics, are all here exchanging ideas. This is probably a conference after a long hiatus of not being together. So I feel like that becomes very important of like-minded individuals at a level of expertise, all working towards making data and analytics super part of the business.
So Analytics Unite has been a conference that brings together three very crucial elements of the industry. One is the industry leaders, um, both from a CPG as well as retail perspective, and the ecosystem of analytics player who are actually going to deliver um, these analytical advancement in the industry. So that's why I think it's an important event to meet and greet. And of course, after COVID, it is more important to meet with people in person, um, and uh, uh, and kind of gather that learning as to where the industry is evolving.
Well, all the interaction with the great attendees that are here and fantastic speakers. Nicole was awesome this morning, talking about analytics and the future of analytics and how she deals with the challenges within her own department. One of the things I really like is the fact that she gets personal with her employees and gets to know them and understand what are the things they like to do and within analytics and nurtures their careers. I thought that was pretty good. Yeah.
I think for me, it's really staying on top of what's contemporary in the industry and really learning what are the next leading edge things that we need to focus on to stay up to speed.
One thing that I've learned so far is that regardless of what CPG products we have, if we're in luxury, if we're in foods, if we're in HPC, all of the challenges are quite similar when it comes to responding to the macroeconomic environment today and coming out of COVID. It just really highlights how critical it is to build data and analytical capabilities for each of our organizations.
I think a couple of things which are very interesting is how different companies are looking at analytics and embedding it into different parts of organizations. So like a problem that you're solving in one particular function, how does it impact the whole ecosystem? And how do you bring different parts of the organization together, not only to deliver analytics, but the adoption and value associated with that analytics. So I think that was one interesting aspect. And the second one was, we talked about an element where because CPG and retails are coming together on a forum like this, we talked about a very important topic, sustainability. And right now things are in isolation between retailers and CPGs. And what are the ways in which these companies can come together and drive more sustainability at the center, from the center of these companies, in order to deliver analytics. So I think that was very interesting topic that we learned and discussed today.
D, all of the above, all of it is very important. However, I would say building up capabilities around more predictive analytics to help us understand how to navigate the future, especially in the near and medium term, will be critical for all organizations.
I think one interesting discussion that happened today was how analytics is moving from a specific set of people in the company and industry to a more broader audience. And the evolution of analytics is to democratize everything from my perspective, which means that how do you enable analytics or embed analytics in the decision-making process as to it becomes really natural and not something that is outside of the whole process. For example, what's happening in the background becomes part of the decision-making process itself. So the democratization of analytics and data is something that we see as a future in which these business decisions will be driven.
I really see it in predictive analytics. We've got enough history. We all are collecting lots of different data points across every shopping occasion, and being able to predict what's going to happen in the future based on what's happened in the history is really the wave of the future. And quite honestly, as far as shopper insights people and category management people go, it's just more robust planning that we can do with having that predictive capability, as well as what we've learned from COVID. We have to pivot faster. And the only way that we can do that is by having good data sets and being able to at least predict what potentially could happen in the future so that we can be more proactive as opposed to reactive.
I think the future will continue to grow. I truly feel like the data and analytics field is where you can draw insights and actually change your behaviors, run tests, base your strategies based on what you're seeing out of that gobs and gobs of data every corporation is collecting. So I absolutely see the future being brighter and brighter, and data and analytics actually gaining more significance as we go forward.
Well, I think the future is great for analytics at this point. As we go through the digital economy and become more mature in digital transformation, it's inevitable that companies are going to have to invest in analytics. And when I say analytics, not just data scientists, they need to invest in new processes, horizontal processes, as well as new technology, because most of the technology today that companies use weren't designed for the digital economy because they were purchased a decade ago. So they're going to have to upgrade into those three areas. And it's really not about AI, it's really about IA. A lot of people don't understand that concept.